We've all heard the saying that the camera doesn't lie. Sometimes, though, we want to lie. At least a little one. For example, a person may prefer that a blemish or a scratch that they had the day a picture was taken is not immortalized for the rest of eternity. A simple tool to make these types of corrections is the spot healing brush. Let's see if we can flatter a headshot by using the spot healing brush in Photoshop. The healing brush and spot healing brush are closely related. If we need to work with a larger area, the healing brush is probably the answer, but for smaller areas, the spot healing brush will probably do the trick. In this case, we're just going to take care of a few little imperfections, shall we say, and we're going to do that with the spot healing brush. So we'll select that from the Tools panel on the left-hand side of our screen, and come up to the top to our Control panel and take a look at our adjustments. Like with most brushes, we need to take a look at the size of the brush as well as the hardness. 19 is probably fairly small for this one, so let's bump it up just a little bit to maybe 20 or 25. When you use the spot healing brush, you do need to make sure that the size of the brush is slightly larger than the area you want to fix. We'll also make sure that it's not too hard because we want to make sure that it feathers nicely and looks natural. Once we get those things done, then we can get to work. So I'm just noticing that there are a couple of spots down here, and as I look at my brush, I am going to make it a little bit bigger. That looks like it will work a little bit better. One of the other settings that I think is important to take a look at is called Content Aware. It's a fairly recent feature. What it does is allow the computer to take a look at the surrounding area of the image and kind of make some best judgments on how to blend that in and make it look like it's a natural change. If we look up onto the Control panel, we should see that Content Aware is selected by default. So unless you've changed it, you shouldn't have to do much. Now we're ready to go ahead and make some changes. Making corrections with the spot healing brush is as simple as a click, literally. You go to the area that you want to fix, you click, and magically those areas should disappear. Because we have Content Aware selected, it should do a good job of blending in the other surrounding area so that it looks natural and seamless, and you can't see where any of those issues were to begin with. The healing brushes, kind of as a set, provide a simple way to remove imperfections or items that we just don't want. They are often thought of in terms of portraits, but I've actually used them to remove other things, like little dots in the sky that were actually birds flying high overhead. They're too small to see, and they just become a distraction. Or they look like the lens was dirty. So anytime you have spots, no matter what the cause is, think of using the healing brush or the spot healing brush to help you remedy them, along with Content Aware to make it an easy and natural